It's been a long time. I shouldn't have left you.
You talked about me.
That's somebody else's rhyme.
It doesn't matter.
Do the rhyme you did when we was off air, please.
Jazzy are my words as they spit through my mind like the knob on your watch, the twisting one.
No more. Like the knob on your watch, you twist and wind.
It's right. You know what?
Boo!
Wonga, wonga, wonga.
Don't ever rap again, okay? Please. Ladies and gentlemen, really quickly, man. First voice of reason in a long time, and I'm very excited to have my road dogs back with me. Mimi and Peaches, aka the Aunties. They up in this motherfucker.
Hey y'all.
Yeah. Hey, we finna cut up. We got a lot of black love relationship stuff that we want to deal with. Right? That we got to deal with. A lot of people they just want to be entertained. So, like anything that educates people about themselves, they tend to break out. They tend to leave. Because it's too hard to look at yourself. So when you start dropping too much science, people be like, all right, then, I'm cool. I'm out. But if you're entertaining, people ain't got nothing but time to spend. And they'll spend it on some dumb shit. Really quickly, before we really get into the meat and potatoes of everything, you already know how this goes. I got products to promote. I got people to promote. I want to start with Mimi and Peaches. A lot of people don't know I'm still the program director over at Dash Radio, Dash Talk X.
Okay.
I run their talk channel. And they gave me a phone call and was like, yo, get rid of the Aunties. We done heard a show on your channel from last Halloween. So I called Peaches like, hey nigga, you still wanna do this show? What's going on? So they finally got it back together. They producing shows every week. It comes on 5 different times on Dash Talk X. Download the Dash Talk X or Dash Radio app. Once you download the Dash Radio app, then favorite Dash Talk X. Ladies and gentlemen, the Aunties, how is your show going so far, ladies?
Oh, it's going good. We getting listeners. They stopped thinking I was racist over there, you know, because I be making some comments sometimes. But I'm going to keep it 1,000. I just clean it up now. I don't just be like, you know, doing comedy on stage where I could say certain things. And even I have to correct myself now, even in that arena, because things are changing. So, but other than that, the show is going good, you know?
Love it.
I love doing the Aunties. I feel like we're bringing something to people. You know, they may have questions. They can ask the Aunties. We're like your aunties that you're not related to. We're like your next to kin. So if you need some help, you need some answers, ask the Aunties. Hit us up.
You need to know how to make macaroni and cheese. There's a lot of motherfuckers out there that can't cook.
That's right.
You need to watch a nigga put a condom on. You know, there's certain things you need to know. I'm just saying.
Hey, you need to know how to not gag. You need to know all these things. We got answers.
Yes, you got to learn about certain things that only an auntie could teach you, because your mama ain't going to talk to you about.
But we will.
Some of these aunties sounds like perverts. You need an auntie that'll show you how to not gag.
What? She mean gagging on popcorn, food, whatever. I mean, it depends on you and what you're into. You know, aunties can answer any question you have.
Yeah, and that was the point. We can answer from A to Z, the rooter to the tutor. So hit us up. Ask the Aunties.
Just don't ask me about cooking pig ears. I don't know nothing about that kind of shit.
All right, so let's do this really quickly. I want to bring on my my Skype guest real quick. For you guys, a lot of you guys who watch the ZoWhat morning show, I mentioned a new business that I am part owner of.
Congratulations.
I'm part owner.
Awesome.
I mean, I ain't seen no paperwork from nobody yet, but
Silly.
Just put it out there.
Silly.
I guess I'm putting their feet to the fire by claiming to be an owner. Yeah, you know, because I'm part owner
I
of this
can't talk. I'm
thing.
live on the air.
Let me introduce my homeboys. We got comedian, activist, town business legend, my homeboy, Donald Lacey in the building, along with a new friend.
Joe?
What up, man? What up?
Good to see you, good brother.
Man, it's always good to see you, fam. And I see
And
you
yeah,
repping.
you are owner. You owner. You don't need papers. You just owner.
And then my homeboy who is in his house, he my new homeboy now, but he's in his house wearing a mask. So I'm confused. Like off rip, I'm already lost. This is my homeboy Mo Hussein. He at home with a mask on. What up, Mo?
Hey, what up? I'm promoing this camel face mask. You see this right there?
Oh, okay. You product placement. Dude, this
It's
dude.
product placement, y'all.
Hey, Mo and Donald, tell us how we got into the CMOS business. You guys got 3 minutes. I'm going to get out your way.
Go ahead,
right, man.
Mo.
I got it, man. So listen, long story short, when we first started the We Get Money, you told me I had to go out there and bring products that made sense to the people, right?
Yep.
So we identified the fact that CMOS was a decentralized, unregulated, hot mess. Yeah. So you remember we put it aside. We said, all right, CMOS business, we'll put it aside until we got the right one, the right connection, the right government. So about a month ago, you know, we came back to the table, and through a mutual friend in a different government, he connected us with an organization in St. Lucia. Yeah, which is essentially the export organization, and then from there we hooked up with an amazing nonprofit down there, which represents a number of CMOS farmers. You have to remember, CMOS is oftentimes farmed by artisanal poor farmers, or farmers that are actually, just like me and you. We have the water, the ocean, and the CMOS is growing. So we have a partnership with a legitimate organization in St. Lucia. It was Export St. Lucia, and we're just over here. We're certified by Export St. Lucia, and we got we're the plug, Zo. You're the plug, Zo. You're the plug, Lacey. So in today's world, then, we set up CMOSbusiness.com. The website's still being built out as we speak, and we're business to business. The minimum order is $500, and that's actually going to be changed tonight. The minimum order right now is 50 pounds, which is about $2,250 for yellow. The products we have are yellow, CMOS, certified, inspected, stamped. Stamped.
Nice.
And what that means is you can count on the quality. All right? You can count on the quality. So 3 different types: yellow, mix, and we can go all the way up. Are you looking for 2,000 pounds? We got you. If you're looking for, what is it, 550, about 10 pounds is going to be the minimum, and we're legitimate.
All right, Donald
Currently-
Lacey, clean up what he just said, because I fell asleep. Talk to me, Donald.
Hey, Lacey, it's hot in here,
hey,
man.
Joe, I ain't got no paperwork either, man. So we on that train together, bro. we gonna be on that ass, because we don't do shit without signing shit.
I'm
Let me say
I'm
that.
gonna
Hey,
drink
but
my
look,
camel. Shut up.
I gotta say, I'm proud to be in business with you, Zoe, and my brother Mo. Good brothers. I always see my brothers these days. First thing I'm gonna say is I love you both, and that's from the heart.
Word
Second thing is your health is your wealth.
Mhm.
And I've been on this CMOS for a couple of years now, and my wife is the happiest camper because my dick is harder than Asian algebra. I'm serious. It worked. Trust me. My dick could break some ice cubes right about now. And it's
This is a family show,
I didn't
man.
tell you anything else. I'm all that other shit. You don't need Viagra, Cialis, or none of that shit. Get you some sea moss and have your woman smiling like a slit watermelon. That's all I got to say, goddammit. Come on in here, baby, and smile for the camera, baby. Come on and smile. She don't want to come in here, but shit. Her legs is quivering, Zoe, just thinking about Seema. Every time I say Seema, she has an orgasm. It just works like
Hey, so we the plug now. All you got to do is go to cmossbusiness.com. cmossbusiness.com. And I do know that we're also going to be able to sell like the individual jars at some point. Is that correct, Mo?
As of right now.
As of right now.
To this second, sir.
Right this second. So people
Right
don't
this
have to buy $500 worth of sea moss. They can buy like 2 jars if they want it.
They can buy 1 jar. So we have a partnership with Essential Sea Moss based in Atlanta. Wonderful husband and wife team. Shout out Larry. Shout out beautiful sister. And we just did the deal today. And my man, Lacey, he saw all the products and we are wonderful. Everyone's wonderful.
All right. Well, listen, the number to dial is 1-800-298-8513. That's 1-800-298-8513. Go to cmossbusiness.com. Get your sea moss so you could be as fucking wild as Donald Lacey is.
Hey, Zoe, my dick is so hard I fell down and pogo stick to Hayward. It's serious. This shit is real. Get it while it's hot and keep them hot. You know what I'm saying? Make your woman happy.
There we go. Hey, brothers, I appreciate you guys for chiming in with us today.
Appreciate you.
Yes, man. Thanks for jumping on, and hopefully we can jump back on Monday.
Yeah,
Yes, sir.
we got it.
All right.
And the website's building, y'all. So we're gonna have content on there to teach you. We're the plug.
There you go. I appreciate you guys. Thanks again.
Oh, fam. Thank you, Zoe.
All right. Okay. Let me run this off real quick. You got Total Package Energy. Total Package Energy has protein, pea protein, right? This is a pound of pea protein. Pea as in the vegetable.
I know.
You in the dig? It's unflavored. No added sugar, gluten-free, soy-free, vegan, 20 grams of protein. Non-GMO. Total Package Energy. And of course, this is the shit I'm on. This is keeping me COVID-free.
That's right.
Vitamin C, vitamin B, B12, and the Total Package Energy shot. Go to totalpackageenergy.com right now. Tell them Zoe Williams sent you. Don't play around.
Right.
All right, let me make it quick. I got to do this quick. ZoWhat Masterclass. Man, pull that up right now. My relationship masterclass is killing. Y'all got to get in there. Get in there right now. 5.5 hours. Relationship course. The ZoWhat Masterclass. The University of You. All you have to do is go to ZoWhatMasterclass.com. And from last Monday until January 1st, 2020, we are having a 55% off year-end sale.
All right, man.
Yes, this thing is less than $40. And when it's full price, it's less than $100. And I've seen, no disrespect, I'm not trying to besmirch anybody's hustle, but I have seen some garbage out there in the relationship space.
Come on now, talk to him.
Selling they motherfucking master classes for $1,500, $2,500, I mean, and getting it. What is $2,500 times 200, 300 signups? What? Then when you listen to the information, it's like, listen, beware the motherfucker that's gonna tell you what you want to hear. That's all I'm gonna give up. Is beware or the motherfucker that don't challenge what you already think is true. So, ZoWhat Masterclass. The coupon code is New Year. Anybody who signs up tonight, I am shouting you out live on the show. Get there right now. ZoWhatMasterclass.com. Coupon code New Year. Sign up right now. All right, on to the next thing. X-Wolf. Y'all not knowing about X-Wolf?
No, talk to us.
What's your boyfriend name, girl?
My ex is a wolf.
His name.
You know that nigga named Jeffro. Just Jeffro Bartholomew Huxtable, nigga.
He don't
Anyway,
need none of that shit. Strong like bull. I'm just
how old is this nigga? 70?
No.
Oh my God.
He's 50.
So this is the black version of what you guys see called Nugenics. It's a testosterone booster.
Okay. I know exactly.
And every man, I don't give a fuck who he is, every man after a certain amount of age, certain age, his testosterone levels go down. Look at the ingredients of X-Wolf. Go to xlabssups.com. I don't know. They can't read mask. Anyway, go to xlabssups.com. Go over there, support black-owned business. Get it. I'm telling you, these bottles are empty because I've used it.
Oh, really?
Nothing but great stuff in here. There's herbs in here. It's good stuff. Testosterone booster.
Let me see.
Those are the ingredients. Look at the ingredients. You need your glasses? Pull them motherfuckers down.
You know
Oh, I
what
can see
I'm
that.
doing.
Horny goat weed, Pantax, ginseng, root powder, L-arginine, saw palmetto powder, saw palmetto berry powder, tonkatali. These are herbs.
So, exactly what is horny goat weed?
A horny goat
Oh my God. Here we go.
with a billy club in between his legs. That's what horny goat weed is.
Horny goat.
Dispensaries. Look up that name. Horny goat weed. They ain't got a name called horny goat weed.
Horny goat weed.
I smell that
You
shit.
know what?
Anyway, yes, go there, support the brother, xlabssups.com. Also, I got a book I want to promote. It's called Disfunction. We got to promote this. Dysfunction, perfection is a lie. Can we get a better?
It was because of the other ones.
Listen, ma'am.
Interesting.
Listen, there we go. Pre-order right now. The book will release.
I'm sorry.
The book will be released December 31st, 2020. This is, what's the name of that lady? This is the new Shonda Rhimes right here,
Okay.
Okay.
right? This is the new Shonda Rhimes right here. Amazing novel. And some of the names were changed to protect the guilty.
Ooh.
Whoa.
Ooh.
Yes, go to dysfunctionbook.com. Release date, December 31st, 2020. Go there now. The Goddess Journal, Dysfunction, Perfection is a Lie. Support, 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 support. All right, what else do I have? Do I have anything else?
Yes.
What do I have?
Yeah. As soon as it clicks on, there you go.
Hurricane, but you can call this hurricane.
Hurricane.
Oh, she got on the hurricane pants. Ladies and gentlemen, the HuriKane Report. Write it, take action, maintain freedom.
That's right.
You under dig? Hey, listen, they are rebuilding their website right now. It'll be back up shortly. But I need everybody to go there and support this black-owned business. They're like the news outlet for black people in America, whether you call yourself ADOS or FBA. This is the news source. You got to go to them. They're like Al Jazeera for black people. Support, support, support the HuriKane Report. Do we have anything else?
We have, okay, wait just a second. Your book.
Oh, my book.
So many things.
The relationship dismount, how to stick the landing when exiting a toxic relationship, available in 3 different formats on Amazon.com. Kindle, Audible, paperback. The holographic relationship, also available in Kindle form on Amazon.com, or if you want a paperback version, go to my website, IamZoWilliams.com. Let's get to it. Tonight's topic is called Black Love Disfunction. Let's just get to it because everybody want to know y'all opinion on this right now. Kevin Samuels, relationship specialist, coach. Brother's doing big numbers on YouTube, got a huge following. And he got a lot of pushback from sisters basically saying he was mean to the girl. He asked the young lady, how does she rate herself? How does she grade herself on a scale of 1 to 10? The young lady said, without any makeup, I'm a 5. With makeup, I'm a 6. But yet she wants a 6-figure man. She has a lot of demands. Now, you two, y'all some baddies from y'all time and still are, right?
Thank you.
Thank you.
And we've had these type of shows before.
Right.
I remember I asked Mimi and Peaches, and there was some other girls on the show that I care not to mention. I ain't got no problem with them. I just don't want to mention their name. And then Sarah was on the show. Let me ask, how much money in y'all lifetime did y'all receive from niggas? I'm just saying,
I don't know.
how much bread did y'all get from thirsty men? Right?
Bread and assets.
Bread, assets, hookups, whatever. How much dough?
Well into 100,000 or better. I messed with dope dealers in the 80s though. I'm just saying, you know, they had street money. It was different. So $10,000 wasn't shit
To them.
to them.
Right.
I was in the 12th grade driving a 450 SL.
Because you was a little cutie back then,
Oh
weren't you?
yeah, I had the big feather too everywhere I turned.
Mimi, tell the truth.
Oh, honestly, I wouldn't even be able to give you a number. The number is very high. I mean, I've never even considered the number. It's not something that I'm asking for. I'm just saying to you in general, I don't even know the number. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But it's a high number.
Money just been coming because you cute.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Money been coming, but opportunities, because people see, not only they see value in my opinion and my business savvy. So my money comes from, yes, being cute, but yes, she got a head on her shoulder. I might be able to do some business with this one. So I get a little extra favor when it comes to that. People always want to do business with me. You know what I'm trying to say? So that's a favor. That's something you can't even buy. So there's no price
Can
tag
you
on
show
it.
them the cat suit you wearing right now? Cause
That'll give
she's
you some
savvy
favor.
and she, yes, she's
That'll give you some favor.
Okay.
That gives me a little favor.
She's savvy and she's smart, but
She had on the cat suit. I mean,
and then
that
she had
all-
on a cat suit.
That added to it. That made it more exciting. You know, savvy, smart, cat suit. Hey, she cool. You know what I mean?
See, they'll look at my face and go, oh, she cute. Then I gotta make a nigga laugh because I'm a little chunky. Then once he see my real personality, all that shit don't matter no more.
So I'm gonna say it again. Attractive women in a transactional society is used to getting bread
Right. Absolutely.
from thirsty Johns.
True.
Most dudes are Johns. Why? Because all the game they got is typically in their wallet,
True.
right? If I sit down and talk to a woman about game, like give me your definition of game, right? If I talk to the average woman about game, is that game that they've received over the years by being cute, you know, being in different positions with different men, is that game scalable? Meaning, can they take the game that they learned at a certain level of society and apply it to a higher level of society? Or is that game limited in some way? What's your definition of game?
Well, if a woman is at a certain stature, she's like a man that has options.
What do you mean stature?
Like, she's got the body, like, you know, Mimi has the shape, the face. But if you have a head on your shoulders, you better take it to another level, because it's not just about your pussy. Your pussy is the attractant. That's the appellant. It's like when you go fishing, you put a little appellant on it. Your pussy's the appellant. Yeah, just sprinkle a little appellant on it. And then, you know, your face is the attractant, your hair, whatever the outer is. So once they get to know you, if they want to get to know you, they're going to look into what's next. So if a woman's real smart, she's going to absorb all of this her whole life, because she's been told she's pretty since she was 7. Or 4 or 5 or whatever. And so you growing up, oh, I'm pretty. So you learn how to play that to your advantage as a child. As a teenager, once they start smelling their own ass, they know their pussy is a hot commodity. So you can waste it or you can ration it.
Mm-hmm.
I chose to ration.
Mimi, your thoughts?
Ooh, I just think that on many levels of the game, I think you mentioned, do you take one thing to another career? Like, say, if you were a bottom person, and do you take it to the next level? I believe that people can do that. In hiring people, I do a lot of hiring and firing, unfortunately. And one of the ladies that started to work with me, she's an ex-prostitute. And she didn't tell me this at first, that's her personal business. But do you know she was more wittier, more smarter as far as how to handle certain situations than people that were more educated in certain areas. And so I really found it interesting. I really thought that that was something to think about, because she took what she learned from all those Johns and every person she met, and she applied it to her life, and then she gained a different kind of wisdom. And now that she goes out and she's not doing that, she's still able to apply that wisdom.
What should a woman bring to the table for a high-end, high-level man? What should she have? Because she damn sure can't be a C, a 5. She can't be a walking C grade, right? So what should she bring to the table if she, in fact, is dealing with a high-level man? What does she bring to the table, other than Yoni?
He's a high-level man. What are his tastes, though? See, because
don't flip it back. Don't answer the question with a question. I'm asking you, what do y'all bring to the table for a high-end man, high-level man? What does his equal supposed to look like in a woman?
A high-level man is, I'm going to be equal to my partner, because, like you said, a relationship's a mirror. And if he's attracting me, that means he's attracting me for a reason. It's either a lesson or it's a lifetime. Yep, I'm having a high class.
We're not talking about the spirit side yet. We talking about, in this transactional society, we already know as men, you better be bad. You got to be fine. Because it's rare that you see, ugly women with high-level men.
I think she ought to be able to take care of herself first, period.
But that's not answering my question.
But I don't understand then. I don't understand.
Yeah, you do. You just dancing, Auntie.
Well, it's all of the above for me, because...
What does she bring to the table for the man that's at the top of the mountain?
Herself.
Mimi, go ahead.
I think that if you have a man that's at the top of the mountain, you need to be able to assist him in the mountain. And what I mean by that, you know, every person is different, but whatever areas, whatever he's doing, then you can be an asset to him, whatever those things are. Because first of all, you need to be already equipped, and he's not going to choose you if you're not equipped. So first of all, she's going to come to the table equipped, but when she comes, she's going to learn her man and learn what his needs are. She needs to be his backbone, his extra eyes, his extra everything. She needs to be a team player so that he feels like, hey, I need her on my team. He got choices and options. So she needs to be the star player on the team. She needs to be, you know, the MVP.
I like how that felt.
That's a given, though.
But you need to be that because if you have options, right? You got 20 pretty people that like you, whatever. They all got different things going for themselves, right? What makes one stand out? One thing would be obviously something spiritual that you feel. But the other thing would be like, oh, she got my back. No matter what I do, you know what I'm saying? She's trying to be a part of what I'm doing. It's not all about her.
So you say loyalty.
It's loyalty, it's commitment. It's saying, you know, learn your man. You know what I mean? It's a point where you're with somebody, you don't even have to find out what they want to eat. You know, hey, my man wants this. Once you know your man, you know how to add to what he's doing. And then be that person he feels like he can add with.
So if you say add to what he's doing, are you saying, say you have a man that is an entrepreneur, a business owner, and he has, you know, assets in cryptocurrency, and he has assets in franchises, and he has assets in different types of businesses that's bringing him a lot of money, right? In what way can a woman be an asset to a man that's got his shit in order in terms of business?
Well, if he
How does she make him better at that? And how does she make him a better man? And is she supposed to?
Okay. First of all, she's not supposed to make him a better man. He'll be a better man because he wants to be a better man. If she's in his life, he's going to elevate her because she's with him. He's already got everything he needs.
So you
There's
basically
nothing
saying
she
a man
can do to elevate his game except for be there for him, like Mimi said. What she can do is be a woman and be about her own shit, taking care of them kids, making sure that that household is together, making sure she's doing the things a woman needs to do, so when that man that has everything gets home, he ain't got to do shit unless he feel like it.
Mimi?
I feel like everything is tailored to that man. Some men want you to step in, and maybe he's got businesses and stuff, but maybe he wants you to oversee the accounting, oversee what's going on at different locations of his businesses. Or maybe he wants you to just sit at home and be sexy when he walks in the door and have his dinner ready and have everything in the house laid the way he wants it. So I believe that it's all tailored. But I feel like when you know your man and he gets you to that place, then you'll have everything in order that he needs. His requirement is different from each man. Some men want a woman that's working and bringing something to the table, and some men want a woman that's docile, go sit in the corner, don't talk. I mean, and there's different players in the game.
Right.
So I feel like you got to figure out what player you with and how do you play on this team?
Right.
How are you valuable?
Right. You're talking about different men have different wants.
Yes.
And a woman would have to fit into whatever it is his particular wants are, right?
Yes.
Right.
I get that.
That's where I'm kind of coming from.
I
with
get
it.
that.
And that's what I meant by what are his tastes.
Do you think a man who is self-made will trust a brilliant intellectual sister to run everything for him?
No.
Why is that?
Because he's self-made. He's already set. He don't need you to tell him shit. He needs you to run your business.
But what if she finds loopholes and mistakes that he's made, and she comes with valuable knowledge to tighten his ship? Do you think most men will release the reins and allow her to take over and run the ship for him?
It depends on how she approaches him.
I think it depends on the man. I think if he sees value, it depends on the woman and what he sees in that woman. Okay, so he sees the value in what she's saying. He sees the value, how it can benefit the business, how he's probably made mistakes in the past. He knows what's happened in the past. So if she's bringing value to something that's already occurred, then yes, he's going to roll with it. But if he's been accurate in doing many things and she has no accuracy in anything, she's just this cute one sitting at home in her pumps and bumps, then no, he's not going to have her do that. He's going to find whatever he wants her to do, though, and that's his choice.
How would a woman approach a man who is self-made and she obviously has the intellect, right, to help him? How does a woman approach that kind of man, that high-level man? How does she show his worth to him without him feeling like she's going to sabotage him in the end? Especially if you look at the climate of relationships today. Most powerful men get taken to the fucking cleaners by their woman.
I think it's trust. It's a matter of trust. Does he trust this woman enough to listen to her? You know, because when you coming into it, if it's a new situation, hell no, she gonna have to wait and approach it like, look, and show him on paper, these are the loopholes in this. I noticed it. I'm not trying to overstep my bounds. Have somebody look at it. If you want me to, I got you, baby. If you don't, fuck you, here it is. Go on, find out. I showed you they snaking you. Whatever. I got you. But if it's somebody that you've been dealing with for a long time, and you know this man is me man, you woman, I'm taking care of this business. I don't need you in my business. Let me handle this. Like my dude's the kind that don't want no help from me. You know, he'll say, no, I got this. I've been dealing with this a long time. You're new. So I have to respect that, because I can't tell you how to do something you already know how to do in your way. I can only show you a different way to go about it. And if you don't like it, I can't twist your arm and make you listen to me. That's all I got to say about it.
Mimi?
Well, I feel like...
Well. Well.
No, I just feel like when a man finds the woman he wants to be with, he knows who that woman is. I mean, he may have, you know, I feel like a man knows, and I feel like if he chooses that woman, and again, he may have chose the wrong one, don't get it wrong, but when he chooses that woman, right, she needs to come into the place that who she is. Don't come fake and try to like alterate yourself to be who you're not to please this person, because it's all fake then. So I feel like it's important to come in as you, right? And then find the part of you that's valuable that can help that person. Then utilize that to help the person. Don't go acting like you're a lawyer and you know dang well you haven't even left the block ever. Don't try to act like you're somebody who's in a position that you've never been in. And I think when a man sees that you've done things for yourself and they see things valuable that you've accomplished, then they see value in you. Like, oh, you know what? You can help me do something. I can learn something from you. There's been so many times, and this may sound cliche, but I've heard that when you have conversations with people and they see value in what you're doing, then it brings value to them as far as they may listen to something you have to say, because they don't feel like, oh, you're just talking and I see no fruits. I see the fruits and I see the value.
Huh.
You know, you gotta bring value.
Should men demand or should men demand of women what women demand of men? Meaning, women will say, if I'm making six figures, he's got to be making six figures or more. If I'm doing well, he has to be doing better than me. Should men, because there are a lot of men out there that's like, I can't trust you if you don't have no wins in your life.
Right, right, that part.
Right.
Should men take that approach today
Yes, they should.
when vetting out the women they decide to spend time with, they decide to, you know, have something with on a more personal level?
I think they should.
Why?
I think they should, because I think that there's value to them and they shouldn't take the chance of being used. And you know, some people, when they don't have anything, they'll use you and abuse you. And so sometimes when you deal with abuse or being used, and when you have things, a lot of people try to use you, not just your girl, the world. So this person, when they pick somebody, has to be someone that they feel like, hey, this person's not going to use me. This person, you know what I'm saying? This person is going to be different from everyone else. You know, if you come in and you're just looking for the next come up, right? And you're playing like you're somebody else, that's where the relationship fails. The whole time you're faking. You're faking the funk.
I like that. I like that. Peaches?
I think that men better do that. They better vet women out, because these bitches is raggedy in these streets.
Yes,
straight out. They nasty, they trifling. You see them on Instagram with the G-strings on, twerking. The baby asking his mama if she tricking tonight on Instagram. I mean, it's just scary. They better vet them out. I'm glad my son vetted out these hoes. I'm glad, and I hope he got a winner. They've been together for a while, off and on, but she seems to be sticking it out. You know what I mean?
Right.
And I'm like, you're the prize. She's not the prize. You're the prize.
Speak on it, mama, but you wouldn't say the same thing if you had a daughter.
I tell her she the prize, unless she was a raggedy hoe running loose in the streets. Now, if my daughter was a tramp, I tell her, bitch, you a tramp. If she not, I mean, that's just how I was raised. You call them like you see them.
Mimi?
I just think, like, right now in relationships, I think some men, to answer a part of what you just said, like, I think some men, they are coming in with expectation. I've had a bunch of conversations with different people, family members and men, and some of them are like, you know what, I want to meet someone. I mean, he's not trying to get with her for the money, let's just say, per se, but he wants her to be about something. Not just about what he's doing. You know what I'm trying to say? That's just like coming to America. He had the whole world. He could have had all the beautiful ladies dancing, 200 of them, but he chose the one he liked. And I think that that's so important, because people will play, yes, whatever you like, and really they don't even like it. They're over here being who they're fake to
Let
please
me ask you a question. In general, of course, we always use the term some but all.
Some but all.
Some but not all. But in general, do you think women respect men who make less money than them?
I'll say 80% no. Because it's a sick power thing in women. I ain't gonna lie.
That's what I want to hear.
I want my man to have a smidge more than me. You know what I'm saying? Because I ain't got to.
Why a smidge?
Because I'm just saying, he can have way more, but let's start with a smidge and up. Because it makes me feel secure as a woman to know my man is got more than me, but I have my own, and I can help him or be an asset to him making more. But it's a sick thing in my head, and it's an old-fashioned thing. I'm sorry, I need to know my man is a provider. So when a man has less than me, my nose go up like this. Just a little.
Mimi, your thoughts? Big Mama did not approve. Look at Big Mama like, oh Lord, this child here.
Well, first thing is I definitely hear what Peaches is saying, because that is a definitely strong view of a lot of women, right? But then there's other parts to it, right? Right. I think that a lot of women feel like, okay, I want my man to be, you know, the provider or the breadwinner or this or that, right? But keeping it real, a lot of times you don't even know how much your man makes. So you don't really know if I get a man hypothetically tomorrow, right? Do I really know exactly how much money he makes? Probably not, unless he's reeking of brokenness, where I'm just like, he don't have nothing, he's playing me.
So you said reeking of brokenness.
It's an older.
It's like, you know, this dude playing me, I can tell.
Oh shit, reeking of brokenness is genius. Nigga, you reek of brokenness.
Right,
That's
you know?
funny, that's good. Go ahead.
Right, that would be the only way that you would actually know you meet someone. Someone's gonna play you like they're doing X, Y, Z. You find this out later, and some women want to save him. By then, he didn't hit it. He didn't got the base 22, so he didn't moved in. He need a place to stay.
There's
She
22
happy.
bases?
Yeah, it's 22 bases with her, because he didn't moved in.
Sarah, take that shit off the screen.
Oh yeah, that changes
I'm trying to
things.
find, hold on, just saying. That's another photo.
Take that motherfucking picture down. I ain't lifted a weight in 15 years. Put that shit some. Sarah got her own little file of pictures. The fuck?
But
She just showing us what she talking about.
but you know.
Go ahead, I'm listening.
But you know what? I only said that to say you may meet someone. I know a couple of guys, right? They were with a woman who had more, right? And she didn't know it at first, but she fell in love with him, right? But then when she fell in love, she said, well, I'm going to help him get in the game. So then she helped him get in the game, and now they Bonnie and Clyde. So I just feel like it depends on how you did this whole situation. You get what I'm saying? Like some broke men, or maybe not even the word broke. Maybe the man doesn't have as much as she has. Right? But she doesn't know that initially, right? If she falls in love, she's gonna stick with him. Once he hits the bottom of that thing, she gonna find value on how she can help him make some more bread. So she gonna stick and stay. You know?
Stick and stay, my nigga.
And drop that thing to the bottom of the tank.
In other words, that dick hold that weight.
Oh,
All right,
that's
so
what hold it.
let me add some context and some nuance. So I listen to everybody. I pay attention to everybody, and I take what's valuable from what everybody is saying, and I leave the rest. Bruce Lee said that. Take what works from you and leave the rest. The whole money thing, right? It just makes me feel like sisters are socially uneducated.
Right.
How so?
When you start looking at the numbers, this is why men, or what is considered, as Kevin Samuels would call him, a high-value man, this is why he's an ass. He's a high-value man.
Mm-hmm.
That's rare as platinum,
Mm-hmm.
especially in the African-American community.
Right.
So I'm rare, and I'm supposed to be monogamous? Fuck that. When, like 50 said, get the paper and the bitches will come. That's the reality we live in right now.
Right.
Get the money and the women will come after you get the money, right?
Right.
So once I get the money, I'm then supposed to be like, now where's Claire Huxtable?
Right.
No, I'm a fuck through a tsunami of women to find her.
Right. That
If
part.
you're still open to getting her.
I'm just saying that's the average guy. The average. I'm just speaking in a box, in a vacuum. Sisters, if you flip it, the reason why I say they're socially uneducated, if you watch Tone Talks, Tone is not, a guy that speaks out of his ass.
Right.
Right.
Right? If he gonna say something, best believe the brother did the research. A lot of people don't know. I gave Tone his first radio show on Dash Radio. And that's where he began to blow that thing up, was at Dash Radio. And when Tone breaks down the data and goes, okay, black women make more money than black men. Black women is at what, 62, 63 cents on the dollar? The white woman is at 74 cents on the dollar. The white man got the dollar. The white woman goes home to the white man. That's $1.74. They got wealth. So when you have sisters, and then you look at the black man, they say the black man is supposed to be at 67 cents on the dollar, but that's because they didn't factor in the labor of the brothers in prison, who make up the majority of the people incarcerated in America. They get paid pennies, so that brings the black man's dollar down to 51 cents. 51 cents on the dollar. And according to Tone Talks, that's social collapse.
Pretty much.
So then you got a girl who called herself a 5
Called herself a
in the
problem.
morning
Right.
without makeup, but a 6 in the evening with makeup. She needs somebody that's 6 figures or better.
It sounds like she need to get her back. Is that her?
No, that's not.
Oh my goodness.
No, that's Bo Jackson. Anyway, But do you understand the conundrum there?
Yeah.
There are a lot of women out there that are asking for the 6-figure brother.
Right. McDonald's chick with filet mignon taste.
Right. But then the flip side of that is, I'm not your mother. I'm not your therapist. You get. I didn't sign up for all of that.
Right.
I'm not into build a nigga.
Yeah.
Right?
Build a nigga.
Build a nigga. I'm not building you, nigga. You got to come ready. So do you see the dysfunction there?
Yep.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
And I'm saying, when I look at a Mimi, and when I look at you, Peaches, Donnie, I wanted to say Donnie before Peaches. But when I look at y'all, especially when you be posting those pictures of you when you was young, I was like, this motherfucker, Donnie was a hot ass. She was bad. We live in a society that rewards beauty. There are a lot of men who lack self-confidence who, when y'all, I can imagine you niggas in the 90s.
Oh, it was horrible.
I can imagine. It's niggas in our culture that are afraid to approach women like you because they already know in their mind, my wallet don't speak her language.
Right.
Like, that's why I started the show off by saying, how much money do you think you've received?
But then, though, too, there are bad women out there that don't know their self-worth and sell themselves short, and they out here, like this young lady calling herself a 5. I don't even know what she looked like. She could really be a 7 or 8. I don't know. You
Find
saw
that
her?
picture of her.
Oh, shit.
What am I drilling down on here?
Yeah.
This is why the show is called Black Love Dysfunction. Socially uneducated, we don't really know what the fuck condition our community is in, but yet we got these crazy ass expectations of one another. For instance, a lot of men are afraid to have a really intelligent woman in their lives.
That's right.
You know why? Because men are socialized to give answers, not accept them.
Right.
So when a woman steps to him on some, hey, look, dog, you didn't fill this out. Your shit about to expire, my nigga, right? I'm trying to help you. A lot of times, men are like, hey, how did you get the code to the safe?
Yeah.
Well, nigga, you didn't close the safe, and then I went and I saw the shit.
It's hanging out.
That's the girl.
That's the girl right there.
Oh, hell no. She a 3.
Oh my God.
That alien head. I'm sorry. She got her nerve. No, you need to just stay in your lane. You know, it's just, I don't know.
Oh, and she got multiple kids.
Oh no, that just decreased.
No, I don't know if she has.
I was gonna say that decreased her value. Yeah.
But do you understand what I'm saying? Go ahead, Mimi.
I think social media makes people really live in a place they want to do what they see other people doing. So she looks at herself, she's like, I can do that too. I can get me a man or this and that. And so it's like delusional. You're delusional. You want something that you're not even bringing to the table yourself. And I think that's a big problem. When you want filet mignon and your Taco Bell material, like, that's just two different things. You know what I'm saying? So I just think that it's important for us to know who we are. And if you're a Taco Bell, you know, you might want to get you a Big Mac, but you don't need no filet. No.
But here's the thing.
I'm joking.
All of that is a byproduct of a sick society.
Right. True.
And if you're at the bottom of a sick society, your dysfunction is probably a little bit more concentrated than everyone else's. That's why we call this show Black Love Dysfunction. Our dysfunction is at an entirely different level, right? We talk about Jim Crow, we talk about redlining, we talk about slavery, we talk about all the stuff we've been through. Then we talk about the crack era. Then we talk about quantitative easing. We in a real bad place. And then we'll have some black people doing well, and that's their reality. And then they'll think, well, if this is my reality, it could be anybody's reality. In my community, where I'm from, it could be anybody's reality. Well, when there's legislation in place to keep you locked down, what do the average black men and women do in order to make a way for themselves?
We get it in one way or another.
We
We
gonna
gonna find a way.
What do? What's the word?
hustle.
Boom.
We gonna hustle. We gonna make it do what it
We
do.
gonna make it hustle.
We gonna
make
find
it
some
happen.
way to get it in.
So, if a lot of men are intimidated by intelligent women, because I've seen it,
Yeah.
a lot of men are intimidated by intelligent women. So if that's the case and you got power, is that saying your woman has to be somewhat dull up here? Maybe a sparkling personality, but mind your business on everything else? Meaning, don't get in my business, just look good, the arm candy situation, right? Just be the trophy wife situation. And if that's true, then that means that woman has a time limit on her. Because she can only be a trophy for so long.
She got an expiration date.
Expiration. Beautiful.
Absolutely.
Beautiful point. So I come to you, the ladies in the room, and I'm telling y'all baddies.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Well,
Because I'm saying, I know what you were in 90,
right.
and I know what you are today.
Well, something happened the other day. A young dude told me, "Oh, I bet you was fine when you was young." And I looked at him. I said, "Nigga, I'm still fine." And I thought about what he said. He
No,
was
you,
about
you
20
retired fine.
Yeah, he was about 21. You a baddie. No, you retired.
You're like a hattie. Like,
She used to have it. And that's what the little fucker was saying. That's what I took from what the little fucker was saying. That you used to have it. And I took that as a half-ass compliment too, because I know this little nigga know I'm way old enough to be like his mother. I'm beyond auntie with him. I'm like, I could be almost your great aunt, nigga.
right.
And for him, for a 20-something-year-old to say that to me, I was like, oh, this nigga think I was fine back in the day. Shit, that little nigga would still smash if he had the opportunity, is what I thought in my head, to learn some lessons. But there's always a expiration date on
beauty.
Always.
That's why I say beauty is a currency, but don't let that be the only currency in your spiritual wallet.
Right. But then if you're married, or if you're with someone long term, or a brother like that that's high intelligent, got his money and everything, he wants companionship. He wants somebody he can get along with that's not gonna dig in his pockets unless he allows it.
But if your whole group is broke, everybody's trying to dig in pockets. Why do you think ugly comedian superstars marry beautiful women who later divorce them and take half? Like, a lot of these goofy, you knew you was ugly from the rip. Because it works the opposite for men. A man can be ugly, but if he got that bread,
He all right. He gonna do what he do.
Ruth Chris is in her future.
Right.
Right.
Somebody in the chat, Kevin J, said, yeah, Zo, Kevin Samuels is only dealing with women who want high-value men. High-value men only want sexy, in-shape women.
Yeah, and it don't matter what they mindset is. Here, bitch, go open you a nail salon. Here, honey, here's some money. Go shopping. Whatever her thing is, he gonna give her that to keep him out of his face while he looking at some other hot.
But isn't that the highest level of objectification?
That's
Isn't that like buying an Audi?
But that's what she is, an Audi to him.
No, she would be an innie.
But even paint rust on cars, so.
But the point is, exactly, the point is, how long is he going to be interested in her if that's the only criteria that she has to meet? Because like I said, I think a lot of women, a really beautiful woman that's really intelligent might spend a lot of time single.
Oh, she will. She will. She gonna get real acquainted with her middle finger and everything else in her drawers. Because a man is not gonna allow her to come into his world and change his world if he has just as much or more than her.
But I believe everything that we're describing right now are basic men.
These are men. I don't care how much money
See,
they
look,
have.
that's what I'm saying is, when you say high value,
High value, I'm saying has business, has homes, has property.
but that's just
That's
material.
financial.
That's financial.
But what makes him a high value man?
But see, this is what I'm saying. I think a lot of women will define a high value man as someone who has social mobility, meaning he has money, he has resources, he has all of the things you outlined. But I think in this transactional society, the thing that makes a man high value is not just having those things,
Right.
but it's also having integrity. It's also having,
Morals.
morals, dignity, class.
I ain't gonna say
I'm
that.
just saying, it's you understand what I'm saying? A spiritual compass. I believe the high-end things, psychological things or aspects, are not really respected or valued in this society.
Right.
That's why, let's just be honest, you said earlier today you got a lot of bread from dope dealers.
Well, for one, yeah.
But my big mama would be like, don't you bring that dirty money in here. So what I'm saying is, for a lot of women, they'll turn a blind eye to the hustler and the dirt and all the thing that he comes with just to get that bag.
When you come from nothing, you'll accept something.
Talk
I
to
came
me.
from nothing. I had nothing. My mother was a crackhead. Here this man is dangling all kind of carrots in my face, and I'm a young girl. Sure, I'm taking them car keys, I'm taking that money, I'm getting the hell out this bitch house. I'm not gonna be smelling that crack in the mornings, none of that.
Right.
But there comes a stipulation with it. This man had a lot of money. There's a lot of bitches in the streets. There's a lot of women that are gonna be in his face when you're driving Rolls Royces and you got gold on. So I'm competing with all these women with the man I'm already with. Plus, you coming home bringing me, Lord knows what kind of disease you could give me from these street tramps you messing with.
And you know this.
And I know this. He gave me crabs when I was pregnant. I
And
know
you stayed?
this. I was pregnant, yeah, I stayed because I was stupid. But then I woke up and I saw that I had value in myself. I was raised with morals. No matter what my mother was, I had to wake up and smell the coffee. This man is, you're going to end up dead, you're going to end up in jail, or he's going to end up dead, and you're going to still end up in jail because you're going to kill him. You need to get away from this situation.
Should women who date men that have men of means, as I call it, should they expect those men to be monogamous? Or should they just understand that if I'm on this road, he gonna get some side meat from time to time?
I'm going to answer that first because my answer is not in agreement with that. I believe that.
I'm asking
Go
a
ahead, you already
question.
started. You believe that what? Go
How
ahead.
you on now? That's why y'all be arguing on y'all show. Y'all tune into their show. They be arguing with each other. The shit is. I just be like, God damn.
Anyway, I think
You
that,
gonna answer that? But anyway, what I was saying.
Yeah, right.
What the fuck?
No, but you know what though? Men and women, we just are who we are. If a man is not gonna accept a woman for who she is when he meets her, and he knows this woman ain't got nowhere near what he got, her personality is the only thing that's gonna keep her there. and her dick sucking skills or whatever it is he likes about her. Because he already has it all. He can get 10 more of you in 2 days. If a woman has it all, it'll be a little more difficult, but she can't buy her a boy, a toy boy. You know, she can get that dick on the regular.
Mimi?
Okay, so I was just thinking about what she was saying. So, you know what? I really feel like when a man is on a certain level, or even a woman, and they love themselves, then they have expectations for what they want. And everyone's life is definitely different from one to another. So one man will take a woman who she could just sit home and do nothing all day. That's what he wants, her to be greeting him at the door, butt naked, and whatever else he wants to happen. When men are on certain levels, then they might have a bunch of women, like we just talked about.
But you know what? That gets old
I know.
for a guy that has always had pussy.
Right, no, absolutely.
That gets old.
No,
I was with a girl once, and I came over to the crib, and she just jumped out butt ass naked. Ha ha!
You know what? Yeah, that wasn't your thing. It has to be the person's thing.
And it's like, oh, you beautiful, but ha ha!
Yeah, no.
Yeah, no, that's
The pussy is here. Like,
yeah, no decoration.
I had so much pussy.
Yeah, that's nothing. Yeah, that's nothing.
Step out naked.
Yeah.
Ha
You know what? Yeah, that's nothing.
She was like a Three Musketeer, nigga. She said, hey, I'm gone.
Hilarious.
D'Artagnan is here.
I just was like, and she felt some kind of way about it because I didn't respond the way she wanted me to respond. I was like,
can we lead up to that? She just sprung it on you.
ha
Huh.
Go ahead,
Yeah. Well, most men that have a lot of money, they have a lot of different women. They have options, and people are always throwing themselves at them. So the options are always ongoing. They're always forthcoming. And a lot of women get turned on. I hate to say it. There's some women in this world, not all, because I'm not with all that, but some women like to mess with somebody else's husband, because in that way they feel like, hey, they're, in some type of, either it's competition or maybe it's that they just want things. They don't want the commitment. They want the gifts. They want certain things. So I think each person is different. You know what I mean? Like what their expectation is for themselves and a relationship.
has society overvalued the beautiful woman?
Yeah. Well,
I really want, I want to hear from the chat room too, and I'm gonna throw it to Mimi first and then Peaches. I really want us to think about that question.
I agree.
Because beautiful women have destroyed kingdoms and empires and shit just fell apart. But in my walk, in my life, I see it different, and I'm gonna share how I see it in a moment. I want to know what you guys think. Has society overvalued the beautiful woman? Mimi?
Well, I feel like beauty is in the eye of the beholder. And so whatever one finds beautiful, then that which they will, get into. And the reason I say that, there's some men with women, I'm like, she is not cute to me, okay? He thinks she's fine as hell. And we've all seen it. So I think beauty is in the eye of the beholder. But I do think people put value on looks. And I think it is overrated because some of these beautiful women are men. I was out in Mexico with a friend, and she was a man. And all the men were on her. She was a man. She used to be a man, and she was at a party. I was for my friend's birthday, and everyone was like, "Oh, she used to be a man." But when I say she is a good-looking lady, and listen, everyone was on her, but she wanted them. When people they used to be a man, they overcompensate. You know what I'm saying? So
right,
she
they
was
exaggerate the feminine moves.
Exactly.
Like they was in the mirror practicing girl moves.
Exactly. So the entire time, it was like watching a video, because she was like on level 10, and she always looked over to see what I was doing. She was always looking over at all the other real ladies in the room to see what they were doing, which they were just sitting there. She was twerking on every last man in the building, right? But the point I'm making is that man didn't know he was getting excited over a man. So I say all this to say beauty is overrated, because here's a beautiful man who they didn't even know was a man, and so therefore, because it was beautiful, they was excited. And to me, that's definitely overrated.
That's crazy. Peaches?
messed my head up. Talking about
This nigga was a
and
dude.
she was a man.
Oh,
Hell
for
yeah,
real?
beauty's overrated because, like I said, when you hear you're beautiful so much and you're pretty so much, I know a lady used to tell her daughters, "Oh, you so pretty, you so pretty." All them hoes turned out fucked up. They was all just like the little girl in Sparkle. If you seen the movie Sparkle, the sister that was all messed up on the drugs because she always heard she was so pretty. Your sister's the prettiest. She's the prettiest. Your sister ain't shit. All she is pretty on the outside. Her inside is rotten. So if you hearing that all the time, you learn to manipulate people with it. So yes, beauty's overrated because what's the real core of who you are as a human being?
You want to get spiritual.
I'm just saying. Now what's your lace front size, bitch? I'm just saying.
Do ugly women or women that are perceived to be unattractive know that they gotta do way more than the so-called beautiful woman in terms of keeping a man, in terms of pleasing a man? Do they know, like off rip, like, I gotta bust this shit down in the locker room? What do you think?
I definitely think that they know that they got to put it down. And then I think they use to whatever they have to their advantage. If they have beautiful titties, then they push the mugs up. If they got a nice booty, they make sure that thing is seen. They make sure whatever it is that they got popping, because some people have an ugly face and have a beautiful waist. So, I mean, let me tell you this, some of the ugly ones is getting it. So it just, you know, because like I said, beauty is in the eye of the beholder. Everybody don't think all the same thing is beautiful. You know what I mean? So I just think that when they're ugly, they just have to know who they are and love themselves. Because guess what? If you love yourself and you looking, feeling good, keeping yourself clean, you'll shine. Because the inside is glowing. You feel me? There's beautiful women that don't glow. They look all sad. They depressed. They have mental issues and stuff. But you could take an ugly, vibrant woman and she could come in and run that thing. You know what I'm trying to say? She takes control. She's sexy. She knows who she is.
Or what is perceived as ugly.
Yes, and she's not. She's not, because someone else thinks she's beautiful. Somebody's wife in that thing. The fine one over there, she ain't even got a man, real talk. And the ugly, whatever it is you want to say, got her a man. Because, you know.
Or knows how to keep a man.
And knows what to do.
Are you saying ugly women know how to keep a man better than beautiful women? Peaches?
I'm gonna say this about the ugly women and ugly people in the world.
You
They
gonna answer the
don't
question?
know they ugly, Zo. Them people don't know they ugly. Let's just keep it 1,000 right now. Most ugly motherfuckers don't know they ugly. We talk about them behind their backs, but they all got somebody. There's somebody for everybody. Whoever you with, because I've seen some ugly, and I mean ugly, swamp-looking hoes with some fine men. No, they ain't even got a body to match. But that man love them. And she love everything about him. So I think, like Mimi said, beauty's in the eye of the beholder, but most ugly people don't know they ugly.
But I would say this. Most black men and women define beauty by white standards.
All right, true.
I agree.
Slavery and all that shit done fucked our eye up, right? You might see an African brother or an African sister, and the sister is amazing, but because her skin is so dark, you know, some fucking slave trauma might pop up. Some spook coon shit might be like, well, she too dark. I can't be seen with her. You get what I'm saying? So we have a lot of that in our assessment of what is actually fine. You get what I'm saying? So, and this is why I say black love dysfunction is really a whole different kind of thing. This is why you see a lot of sports guys, you know, athletes or whatever, they're always with the high yellows and, you know, the blended mix and the fruit basket mix. Give me all the fruits mixed in one basket. The girls be mixed up and just brown enough to say, but she black.
Right.
Or Latina. Do you get what I'm saying?
other than beautiful ebony black, like Alec Wake or Grace Jones, or yeah. But I mean, like Mimi said, beauty is in the eye of the beholder. But what you said too, people do that white standard thing. They want that.
Well, that's
good,
what I'm saying.
They want that good hair.
But that's my way of challenging the eye of the beholder concept. It's just me saying beauty would be in the eye of the beholder if one could really behold beauty as it is.
Right.
Go ahead.
Well, I think that people are already in their package, so just because they want to be different. So, for instance, this beholding that you're talking about, right? So let's just say it's a lady, and let's just say she's not the most attractive, and she's realized that, right? She wishes her hair was different, hypothetically. She wishes she was taller, skinnier, bigger booty, whatever it is she's wishing, right? But she's wishing these things, but she's still living life, and that's why they buying their bodies now. They doing all the things to make them feel better. You feel me? Now you got a big booty and some big titties, and now somebody's finna hit that thing. They gonna forget what she looked like. They gonna put that face in that pillow, and it's gonna be all right. And if she do it the right way, he gonna forget about all that ugly stuff, because he gonna say she put it down more than my pretty bras, because she knew this is her game the whole time. But I said all that to say, you know, first of all, it's about a spiritual connection. Right. You can meet 1,000 people, right? And they can all be fine, ugly, or cute. But to me, it's a bigger picture. How does that person make you feel? Then it goes into the other steps. Now, some people, none of them make them feel no way, so that's why they got 100 of them. Right. You know what I'm trying to say? They got a lineup. You know what I mean? So you're in a competition with a lineup. And I feel like if you feel like you're the underdog, you're going to do what you got to do to surpass the others.
Really quickly, we had one University of You sale today. Thank you very much. I'm telling people to get my ZoWhat Masterclass on relationship. Reza Spicer, thank you, Reza Spicer. If you want to get it, go there right now. I'm trying to shout out everybody for doing this. Please hit the like button. Please hit the share button. And if you can, ladies, do you guys have a Cashapp?
Yes, I do. It's Michelle60. Michelle60. Of course, the $sign in front.
There you go. Please send some bread to the aunties. Wait a minute. You got two of them? No. There it is. Michelle, the $sign Michelle60. And yours?
Is $sign my name. DAUGNEKEITH.
Because I was about to say, everybody knows you as Peaches. $sign my name, you should know.
They know my name is Donnie Keith. Don't get it twisted.
$sign Donnie Keith. But the way Donnie is spelled is on some weird
you
Islander shit.
To my mama about that. Exactly. It is some weird Islander shit.
So say it one more time. What the fuck?
It is it's $sign my name Donnie DAUGNE, and my last name is Keith KEITH, Mrs. Zazenbrada.
So safe to say, if you're ugly, you got to do a lot. If you're defined as ugly in this sick society, you got to do a lot to keep what you got, or to even have what you want. If you broke, you got to fake it till you make it.
Hey, a lot of us do. That's what we do. We fake it. We don't tell them we broke. We say, shoot, we got something coming.
You better fake it till you make it if you broke. But you better know how to fake it.
Right.
So in light of the numbers, sisters making more money than brothers, and that's going to get out. That means the pretty girl has to change. Well, maybe not. She's pretty, right?
Pretty is...
I'm saying as a body. If you look at the numbers, at some point, women are going to have to say, it's on me. Mm-hmm. If I'm doing better, then the group of men that I'm attracted to, right? I'm going to have to be the one that puts out to get what I want. In other words, the paradigm has shifted. Mm-hmm. A lot of women don't agree with doing that. So what happens is, the short-term solution is date outside your race. Now, dating outside your race, if it's not organic, if it's not authentic, It's just you making a conscious effort to escape the struggle, right, of your race. Do you know women that are doing that, sisters?
I know women that date and they're opening their options because they'll say most black men are in jail or black men ain't doing this. It's not always for money, because I know black girls that are dating white men that have regular ass jobs and probably make less than them. So I can't say it's a money thing. I think it's more of a choice thing. Like they feel like their options are limited. I don't ever feel like my options are limited where black men are concerned, because it's just a natural thing that they would be attracted to their own, you know, to me.
Mimi?
Well, I feel like when a lot of times people are attracted to other races, and when you say that, saying that women are turning towards the black men, I can say yes, some women are. I can say some women are because they're like, well, I've tried, seriously, some women are. They're like, I've tried it, you know what I mean? Either he doesn't want me, or they're cheating, or whatever their reasons are, and they say, I want to try another race. For me, I'm going to stick with who I'm with, which is my community. But I'm just saying, and what I mean by my community, someone of my same color scheme.
Right.
But a lot of people, they will do it, and because I think they're hurt. I don't think it comes from a place of anger. I think it comes from a place of hurt, and then maybe a little anger. You know what I'm trying to say? Like,
right.
They're not doing it for the right reason. They're doing it from the reason of like, what should I do now? I'm 55 years old, right?
Desperation.
I'm desperate.
Right.
I want to get married. I'm lonely. Everybody else I know is married or not. The dating pool is shortened. You know what I'm trying to say?
Right.
They're not I'm not attractive as I was. Right? I should have moved on it 20 years ago when they was on me. Right? So
Right.
now what do I do? So now they get online, or they, whatever they do. I'm just using some examples to say I think it becomes a desperate state, especially when you get up in age.
Right, and you guys are seeing that there's a movement as far as the commercials. Commercials are now starting to play or cast a lot of interracial dating, and the reality of it is they've decimated the black community.
Oh, yeah.
In terms of the ideas that they flooded into the community. Mimi?
Yeah.
But a lot of people that are racially motivated, they hate that. See, anytime a black person gets with any other race, you are now, you've stepped into the dark side of the game. So a lot of times when people come from racially motivated places, that's why they don't want us to interact, because we have the possibility of taking over the world. See, there's no other race that can mix with another race and then be dominant enough to be that race now, but the blacks.
And I totally agree with that. But the thing about dating interracial is, I think people do it, like I said, out of necessity, out of loneliness, out of boredom. It's a lot of
If you say it's out of boredom, then that means
they're getting bored with
are you
the same
saying black
kinda
women,
black
there's a
men.
sector of black men and women that
get bored.
secretly covet
being a slave,
white
sex.
yoni and pink pipe?
They want that slave master slave interaction. Them the same people that probably watch that interracial porn, black girl lost in the desert with with all the cannibal men or some shit. I don't know. I'm just saying.
Somebody just asked, how many white men have you had, Peaches?
One.
You wanted.
He didn't get it though. I dated one. But I couldn't get past the whole, I think he just wanted to see what it was going to be like to date a black woman. And I just kind of was curious about, because he looked like Sylvester
You was curious
Stallone.
about pink pipe?
Yeah, all the girls was like, oh, he cute, he like you. And I saw Sylvester Stallone looking at me on the baseball field.
Not Sylvester.
Hey, it was
You
our
know about
sisters.
that?
Somebody just said it in the
Garcia.
chat room. Our sisters loved Scandal, the TV show. Y'all was watching the hell out of that.
I didn't like that shit. I couldn't get past that whole, see, just like I couldn't get to his pink dick, I couldn't get to the pink scandal.
Mimi, how many white men? Come on, Mimi.
0.
Look at Mimi. Mimi's a thug.
0. Now they've tried to talk to me, all nationalities, but I like it to be something that I'm comfortable with, that I want to move forward with. It's not about the race, it's about how I feel about the situation.
Wow. Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. I mean, I'm not mad.
Yeah, I'm not mad. It's
But
how
let me
I-
just say this: like, I'm bouncing and going into different areas. We went into the economic side of it. We went into the racially charged colorism, interracial marriage and side of it. The whole point of this show was to frame the dysfunction that exists in our community. So now I gotta ask, what do two sisters who've seen Rodney King get beat, who've seen all the Oscar Grant, Trayvon, Mike Brown, y'all done seen everything. Y'all been through a lot of shit. Y'all done seen a lot of shit. How do you guys process the villainization of black masculinity today?
Ooh.
How do you guys look at this and be like, well, god damn?
I have
Your
to
thoughts?
look at it because I'm a mother of a black man, you know. So I see what
Are we
it
as bad
is.
as they say?
No, hell no. No, you guys are misjudged is what you are. And accused. Y'all are the accused. More black men get picked up for looking like someone than any other race. I've seen Korean cops in Koreatown come for their own people. I don't see a black cop get sent to the scene when it's a black situation. Here come two ex-gay banging Mexican cops or a white racist cop. So black men are pit against, period. Since you set foot on American soil to now. You know, and I think every black man needs to watch 13, especially if you're raising sons and single mothers, because that's real. My brother is a piece of the system. He has spent his entire adult life in and out of jail because of getting, violated. He just keeps getting violated. He's not even committing crimes. He just keeps getting violated. Oh, you were talking to this guy, and this guy's a known felon. Here's another year for you. Oh, you were getting smart with the judge. Here's another year for
Association.
you. Yeah, so black men, hell yeah. I think you guys are that's why a black woman needs to be a cushion.
Okay, Mimi.
I think black men have the worst situation out of everyone on this earth because like Peaches said, I think even when they do these police videos, when people get hired, they use people that are darker skinned. Everything they do that's dark is looked at as to be bad. So a black man, first of all, he has it so hard because, first of all, many races are jealous. They want to emulate us. They want to be like us, but then they want to hate on us and take us down. So we're on two sides of the fence. You want to dance to our music. You want to enjoy our sports. You want to enjoy all the great things we have, but really you want to take us down. And at any given time, you will do that. Even if you allow us to have the things that we have and we make it to different levels, if they make a bad move or make the wrong person mad, they will be brought down. Because the black man is so sad to say it, but it's like they're victims on different levels, from even the black woman. You know, black men have to deal with the women, the police, the Mexican, every different race. They have to deal with the baby mama. They have to deal with so many different things. It's hard to be a black man. I could only imagine to be a black man.
Oof. So what about this narrative, right? This narrative that's out there. It's 40 years old. Malcolm X said it. The most unprotected person on the planet is the black woman. Do you think that's the same? He said it 40 years ago. Do you think it has shifted? Do you think the most unprotected person on the planet Earth is black men? Do you think it shifted? I think 40 years ago when Malcolm said it, the black woman was the most unprotected. But when you fast forward today, and America has, 5% of the planet's population, but 50% of the planet's prisoners. And 50% of that, black men. There's only, I think Tone Talk said it's only like 13 to 16,000 black women in jail right now.
Compared to the black men.
But compared to the black men, we outnumber everybody. We're in the hundreds of thousands.
First
Now,
place.
when you think about it, just look at the number. If it's 13 to 16,000 black women in prison, that's dealing with a 40 million person population. That's not a lot of people. So, do you think it has shifted? When Malcolm said the black woman is the most unprotected, he was right at the time that he said it. But as with a lot of things in our society, they co-opt shit from our community and try to apply it to now. Do you think the black man in this society today is more villainized than anyone, including the black woman? Mimi?
I do. I definitely do. I think that the black man has the shorter end of the stick because another race may look at a black woman as beautiful, or because it's a woman, they may not be so intimidated. See, black men are intimidating to a lot of people, a lot of races. And so the fear in them makes them also react. They're scared, but they want to be us. But they want to have some type of control. So what they do is they try to put us in jail, which would make us not be able to have more kids. It makes it where the black man can't get to the other women. And what I mean by that, see, they're fearful of a black man reaching out and getting to different races. Because like I said, black people can change an Asian into a black Asian. You get what I'm trying to say? We can make everybody switch over. We're very powerful. See, the black...
She said we can make everybody switch over, nigga.
If we all take one down, you feel me? We can make them all, they'll all be black. We'll run this thing. But the thing is, they don't want that. You feel me? They want us to keep having us against each other, and they want to keep taking us down. So we got to be prayed up and watch out for our black people.
Peaches. That was fun. We can make a nigga
black
switch
man.
over.
And
Niggas
I
will
know
switch
what
right
you
on
mean.
over.
We can change your whole race.
Your
One
whole
drop of
shit'll
sperm.
be different.
One drop of sperm and your whole race is gone.
Yeah.
Your whole race poof gone. It's just that
That's
simple.
funny.
But yeah, the black man is it has switched. I believe it has switched, and I believe that I mean, even when Malcolm X said it, I believe the black man was the target of the black man. Then because you had Jim Crow going on, black men pitting against black men, for the Teamsters. I mean, it was a whole bunch of behind back shit going on in the world right then. So yeah, the reason he said it probably then because it was more single mothers raising kids because their fathers were all fighting a war that they didn't have no business fighting in the first fucking place. So the black man, yeah, they're a target. They just have a bullseye on their back.
Does the new black man have to bend his knee to the modern day baddie?
He shouldn't have to, but I don't
The way
think so.
the way the laws are, the way the rules are now. Can a man be comfortable in a relationship with a baddie, with a beautiful woman, being the man he was designed by God to be?
And what do you mean? If she's making more than him, or
No, I'm just saying, period. He the man.
yeah, he can. Why not?
I'm just asking.
But he gotta find a black woman that's worthy of being his queen. You know what I'm saying? He's gotta find a woman that's worth being that.
Let me do this really quick. Mimi had to run. She has her show, Keeping It Real with Mimi, over at Accelerated Radio.
That's
Her
right.
show starts at 7 on the dot. So she had to run to get this, get her show together. It's literally right around the corner from here. But y'all show Mimi some love. She dropped some good stuff tonight. $ Michelle60. That's her Cash App. Can everybody hit the Cash App? And more importantly, I'm pushing hard this ZoWhat Masterclass. We've only gotten one sale in the 93 minutes we've been on the air. I like to keep it 1 thou with y'all. Go to ZoWhatMasterclass.com. And also, can everybody hit the like button? hit the share button. But seriously, go to ZoWhatMasterclass.com. We are having an end of year sale that started on the 14th of December that will go all the way through January 1st. This thing is less than $40. 55% off. The coupon code is New Year. The coupon code is New Year, one word, all caps. The coupon code is New Year. ZoWhatMasterclass.com. Like I said, anybody who purchases it right now, I will shout you out on the radio if it happens on the radio. So can you please, please, please go cash mob that business for your brother. Back to this discussion. Now it's me and Peaches, so you know the shit's about to be crazy. Because Peaches don't know how to act. You already know how Peaches gets down. I have questions, Peaches.
Okay.
Black women, true or false, black women tend to cater to their sons to the point where the boys will never grow into independent thinking men who are able to make a mark in the world. Do you agree or disagree with that?
I agree.
And I'm saying for the most part.
I agree because it's a lot of women bitchifying their son out there.
Huh.
And I mean, when I say bitchifying, I'm not saying babying him. Well, yeah, babying him to a degree. Because they're not teaching him the fundamental skills he's going to need.
But why do they baby the boys and turn the girls into Xena warrior princesses coming out here banging? Big Mama taught our aunts how to hoe. You understand what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I don't mean hoe like prostitution, but I mean leverage they cooter.
How to manipulate.
How to manipulate. Big Mama taught all of this.
Mm-hmm.
Don't you give it up for nothing.
But that's a problem.
But they baby the boys.
And that's a problem.
Talk to me about this schizophrenic experience.
You can't do that. Like, on Thanksgiving, my niece came over and her daughter was talking to her so disrespectfully. And she was just, everything was so cute she did. Everything was so cute the little boy did. My other niece has a daughter. She said, you sit your ass there. Don't move. The boy was running around doing everything he wanted to do. So yeah, it's a double standard, and I have a problem with it because you need to check them both equally. Because
how do you effectively check a boy if you're a single mama?
I'm a chest puncher, so don't.
So you're talking about violence?
It's not violence, it's discipline. Sometimes you have to lay hands on your child. Most of the time you could talk to him. My son, I could just look at him. I could make an eyebrow flinch and he knew what was next. The hand coming next.
But you're still talking about violence.
But I had to, spare the rod, spoil the child. I'm a firm believer in whooping ass.
Well, as I stated in...
Punishments don't work for every child.
Thank you, John Barrett, who just purchased the University of You. I appreciate that. Don't be afraid to go to the University of You, man. ZoWhatMasterclass.com. Let's get a few in here before the end of the show. We're about to wrap up soon. We're at 2. Can we get to 10? Go to ZoWhatMasterclass.com. I want to shout out 8 more people. Go do it right now. When you say spare the rod, spoil the child, I'm going to say the rod comes in many different ways.
It does. It can come verbally. It can come by me snatching you up. It could come by me snatching all your video games or unplugging.
That's a rod. Okay, there we go.
I got a lot of rods.
That's a rod.
The final rod is this backhand.
No.
Chest punch.
What about the rod being a philosophy? What I find is many single mothers, because they have to take on so many responsibilities, working and managing the house, they never really develop a philosophy. And I'm not speaking of all. Remember, some but all.
Yeah.
Y'all saw that clip of Iyanla Van Zant breaking that mother down for breaking her son down.
Yeah.
See, we want to act like, the black woman is the most unsupported. But a lot of times, this kind of dysfunction is happening, and this is contributing to the bad black man you say is the worst man on planet Earth. Because there are a lot of sisters out there banging the drum that the black man is the worst man. We talking about the American homegrown black man is the worst man. If he's the worst man, who raised him?
A bad woman.
Just like, listen, if 70% of our kids are born out of wedlock and 80% of the kids live with their mother, not the non-custodial parent. So if we could turn around and then say, listen, these white women have undergirded white supremacy this whole fucking time while banging the drum to sisters about feminine solidarity, but still standing in solidarity with the white supremacist husband, birthing white supremacist kids. Well, if we could say that about white women, we have to point at sisters for creating a certain level of toxicity in the brother they say they only have to choose from. This is the only brother we got. Well, you raised them. Talk to me.
Well, I can only speak on the way I raised my child. My child turned out to be a good person, and I didn't spare the rod. I didn't beat him, but I did actively talk to him.
You did beat him. You just told us.
Oh, I fucked him up on a regular when I did, but my son wasn't no regular kid. I knew he could go another way.
You beat people.
I knew there was a hustle in his blood that had to be removed. I knew that them streets was calling him. When he got to high school, coming home with dirty knees from playing dice all day, I mean, it's just certain signs that you know your kid can go a whole other route.
And you punched him in the chest, didn't you?
Not that time. He was on punishment.
Okay, well, how many times
first.
did you punch him in the chest?
Oh, over the years, at least about 6-7 times.
Sparing the rod is, or not sparing the rod, but using the rod doesn't have to be physical only.
No.
You can whack your kid with the rod of perspective. Many parents have a limited perspective. So once they're at the end or the boundary of what they know, they get frustrated and go back to the default rod, which is violence. Speak to that.
Has your child ever been brought home in a police car?
No.
Mine has. My son, that is an officer in the Navy, was brought home in a police car. I had to pay $200 and something for an anger management class.
You not finna waste my money, nigga.
Now, he was with his friend at the mall, and his friend decided to smash and grab. My dumbass child didn't know, well, he said he didn't know the boy was about to do it, but he stood there. And they grabbed him up, they grabbed the other boy, they checked his records. No absences in class, good student, never missed this, tennis player. They brought him to my door. My husband at the time said, the door is for you. I went to the door. They said, ma'am, your son is worried. He said he didn't want to come home because he's worried you're going to beat him. This is what the policeman told me.
Because you was going to beat him.
He said, ma'am, are you going to hit him?
You was yeah.
I said, what did he do? They told me exactly what happened. I said, no, we're going to have a long conversation, a very uncomfortable.
Why got to be long and uncomfortable?
Because he needs to know that could have fucked his life off for good.
You don't come home in a cop car, nigga.
No, I didn't do none of that. I told him, I said, you know where your Uncle Billy is. I said, you know where your Uncle Raul is. You know where your cousin such and such been.
Wait, how
I went
the fuck
down
you got an uncle named
line.
Billy and one named Raul?
Don't ask. And my name is spelled, my mother was on one. I see what I'm saying about crack. Crack is whack. That's why I talked to him too. But I could have fucked him up that time. No, I fucked him up for other shit he did. That wasn't one of the moments where you punch your child, because that was a life-changing moment. Because when you brought home in a police car, a black man.
Wait. Let me address something. 1,000 LLC. Zoe be on some bullshit. Boys only respond to talking up to a point. I know that.
He just want me to explain why.
No. See, a lot of people have like a unidirectional kind of thought process. They don't think in stereo, they think in mono. I'm saying that shouldn't be the only disciplinary tool. That shouldn't be the only rod. I started this point off by saying there are multiple rods. It doesn't have to just be the rod of physicality, of corporal punishment. That's what I said, if you were listening. But you weren't. And you weren't listening because you were typing. Shit just be ignorant as hell, right? But let me come back to the ultimate point that I'm trying to make here. There are websites where sisters is talking about it's time to leave men, brothers, right? It's time to leave brothers. And my question is, how do you leave the product of what you raised?
Wow.
Not the product, right? The product, the brother is, the boys are the product of you and this man, right? How do you leave that product? Like, how do you teach your daughters, these guys, right, are not worth it? But wait a minute, we come from you. 70% of the kids are born in an African American country, born out of wedlock. So that means the boys that are considered horrible, that grow up to be horrible men, for your daughters to choose, are raised by sisters primarily. Now, this is not letting brothers off the hook, right? This is not letting brothers off the hook.
Okay.
Brothers, you're supposed to be there. You're supposed to find a way to be there. You're supposed to figure it out, right? And when you do get an opportunity to contribute to your sons, you should pour into your sons not your frustrations with their mother. You should pour into your sons things that they can use as developing young men. We're not taking brothers off the hook here. What we're saying is, if you're primarily raised by your mama and you grow up to create this body of brothers that are considered throwaway men because they're not socially useful, right? They don't have value, because that's predominantly most black men, right?
According to that, I don't think so.
My son has never been arrested.
That's
Knock
awesome.
on wood.
My son wasn't arrested.
My oldest son, no, I'm not saying he was arrested. I'm saying my son has never been arrested so far. He's in his
That's
20s,
awesome.
just had a birthday. He graduated from college. He has his motherfucking degree. He's a father himself. You get what I'm saying? I'm not bragging. I'm saying I was there to help mold him.
And that's important.
And I'm saying there is a value in men participating. But what I'm saying, when men are absent and women have to raise men, and I'm in particular black men, and those black men turn out to be not high quality relationship material. Yes, part of it, right? Part of it is because that man is absent.
Yeah.
But the other part of it is, what did you teach him?
I blame the mother because, like you said, the father's absent, the mother's there. So
talk to
I
me.
can't blame a person that didn't have a part in it. Now I can blame him for him not having a part in it, but that's his lack of manhood that kept him away. If a woman is raising a man child, she can't be a man to that man child. You have to put him in an environment where there are real men around.
Well, first off, she's only got a little bit of time.
First of all, yeah.
Just it's 0 to 12 or 13.
To really 10.
Really 10.
Because that's when they start acting up.
They start shifting, and they have to shift into positive male reinforcement because, man, I remember when my oldest son was young, he was all over his mama. You know, this motherfucker was drawing goddamn Mother's Day cards and telling his mama she's his best. You're my best friend. And she weeping and tearing up. And then this nigga turned 10, found a hoop, and don't hug me.
Yeah.
You're too close.
Don't kiss me, Mom.
Back up. People
Right.
are watching, you know, and he's progressed since there. Like, hey, you know, distance. And that really fucked her up.
Mm-hmm.
But what saved him is he still had me.
Right.
Every step of the way. Me. Hey, boy, do this. Focus here. This is how you get this. This is how this develops. And giving him a philosophy. You got women out there telling men with philosophy, all you do is talk.
Yeah, do I have to hear that blah, 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 Plato this, Plato that, it's all the same? No.
No, but I'm
Instead
saying
of
they
absorbing,
marginalize.
Yeah.
Do you recognize how valuable it is to have this man's biological father sit him down and talk to
Right,
him?
absorb what he's saying.
Come on, man.
I wish my son, like, even though my son's dad was dysfunctional, he still had a big part in my child's life. And he taught him the lessons that I can't teach about life in Los Angeles. You
But
know?
we're talking about the state of black relationships. And when you talk about the state of black relationships, what you're really talking about is the state of black homes and
Yeah.
the dysfunction that lies therein.
It plays a big part in who we are.
So if we don't heal the home, we can't heal the community. If the community doesn't heal, you know what happens? You know what happens? In the home, we're raising mercenaries.
That's
So-
scary.
societal mercenaries. What the fuck you mean? I forgot your birthday. Bitch, I'm a millionaire. I was on a yacht somewhere. We'll celebrate your birthday next week.
Wow.
Can I just keep it?
That's real.
That's really what it is. I was
Yeah.
busy. I was working.
Yeah.
Do you understand what I'm saying? Like, the fuck you
about
think
me.
this is? Little House on the Prairie or some shit? I'm just supposed to be home having porridge with you? It ain't like that.
No.
In this sick society, this is what they've turned black men and women into. Social mercenaries. This is why if I got bread, you better be fine. And you better have some Nigerian in your blood, because if you age like white people, that beauty shit gonna time out.
I'm gonna divorce you and marry a younger woman.
Then the flip side is if you lose the money, nigga.
Bye.
Do you see what I'm saying? That's the dysfunction that we live in right now.
Right.
So it makes niggas who got money, see, like I said, I've said this before. Money is an equalizer, right, in relationship, just like the gun is the equalizer in a fight. See, you got a little bitch ass nigga who can't throw hands, and he pull out a gun. Now that motherfucker got the power.
He got the
Nigga, I'm not
juice.
gonna be sitting here swinging
Juice,
with you,
juice.
nigga. I'm finna blast on your ass and get you
Right.
off the planet.
Right. I'm not gonna fight you. I'm just gonna shoot you.
So the
You know?
gun made the pussy nigga the bully nigga. That was the great equalizer. Well, money does the same thing in a relationship. This is a transactional motherfucking society that's based on consumerism and materialism. Nigga, if you can't afford a $400 dinner, what kind of nigga are you?
Right, but bitch, can you afford that $400 dinner?
And-
Is the question.
And even if she could, she would not be expected to pay. Regardless of where we, that's why I said back earlier.
I
in the
don't
show,
mind paying. I don't mind paying.
you'll buy
sometimes.
$500, $400 dinner.
I mean, if it's my dude and we got it like that, why not?
Did you say we got it like?
Yeah,
or-
we.
No, I'm talking about you.
If I got
You
it
just
like
asked,
that,
my nigga.
yeah, if I got it like that, why not? I
'Cause
would.
then
But
you
I
went
like
from
to
you
eat.
to we.
I'm fucking with
See,
you.
you on some
But
fucking.
I like to eat though.
Yeah, if we got it like, hold on.
I'm just kidding.
What
No,
the
I
fuck?
don't mind. You know, I'm a generous person by nature, so I don't have a problem sharing anything. If I hit the lotto tomorrow and had way more money than my dude, he wouldn't have to worry about a damn thing forever. And I wouldn't hold that carrot over his head like, well, I have more than you.
Yes, you would.
No, I wouldn't. Because I don't want a man that feels weak. I don't like no weak niggas. If you feel weak, you're going to start acting weak, and then I'm going to think you're weak, and I'm going to go on to somebody strong.
But that's
So,
what Jeff Brown talks about this all the time. The dollar is going to crash, and when it crashes, what is
I feel sorry for
what
people.
is the barometer for strength?
you better know how to fish. Your man better know. See, I got a man that's all into all that manly burly shit.
But that's what I'm saying. The average woman today ain't gonna look for him
No, they don't want that regular
until
nigga.
shit crashes.
Yeah, they looking for the dude with the bins right now. And that nigga couldn't put bait on a hook if he wanted to.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we don't have all the answers. You know, I love posing the questions. I love poking the bear and talking crazy and being reckless and trying to provide a little bit of insight. I appreciate everybody who hit the like button. I appreciate everybody who hit the super chat button. Please hit Mimi and Peaches. Please hit their Cash App to show them some love, to show them some appreciation for coming here. Also, do not forget Sarah. Sarah is about to leave right now and rush to work. She came here to do this show for me. So please show her some love, some support, and respect by hitting her Cash App, $Sundays with Sarah. Really quickly before we get out of here, everybody, if you thought this was a good show, if you thought this was an interesting show, please in the chat room right now, put a fist up, put a fist sign up to let me know that you appreciated this show. Let me see how many people do this. I just want to see if you guys thought that this was a good show, an interesting show. We were all over the place in terms of topics, but we wanted to bring it all back home to illustrate our unique kind of dysfunction in relationship. I see people posting it right now. People are hitting the fist. I appreciate you guys. And again, do not sleep on my masterclass. For those who have seen it, for those who have purchased it, for those who have watched it, it has gotten rave reviews. A 5.5-hour masterclass, 4 modules, videos, an extensive book list, homework. This is a serious relationship masterclass. I urge you to get it, study it, and then come back to me and share your thoughts on it, okay? www.ZoWhatMasterclass.com, 55% off all the way until January 1st, 2020. Do it now before it goes away, all right? Before the sale goes away, all right? And don't forget, once you purchase it, you'll have access to it forever. So I thank you guys so much for tuning in, for chiming. Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
You guys check out the Aunties. I see somebody in the chat said you can't find the podcast. It's on Dash Talk X every Wednesday at 7 a.m. and 3 p.m. on Thursdays at 5 p.m. And you can also catch us on Friday mornings at 8 p.m. And you can also catch me and Mimi on the Aunties YouTube page. We're going to be doing something called Ask the Aunties, where you can call in, talk to us, see us, and everything.
There you go. There you go. I appreciate you all. Thank you so much. Sarah's got to run. I got to run. Yo, great show. We will holla back at y'all. Deuces.
Deuces.